Night Majik Media. David Adams, a.k.a. The Black Stig. Matty Martin, a.k.a. The Scottish Prairie Dog. That's what I'm calling you for this one.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house.
We are doing this thing that we do every Tuesday from 20:30 on. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 2030 p.m. Just jam out a little bit. Today's drink of choice is Cast Strength Old Hammer. Just sipping on that. Having some fun.
This ain't on the man. Facts, bro. Facts. Lot of haters. Tell me where they at, though. I'm the new pop. All I do is rap, though. Yeah. Want me on your song? Throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup. That's why we ain't on the same page. No. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Oh no. You guys heard my You've Got Mail thing because I forgot to exit my mail client. I forgot to exit a bunch of stuff. Quit. Quit.
Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on.
Damn.
Going mainstream.
Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Oh. I ruined it. You know what? Pause the music. Fuck it. Ruin the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Night Majik Media, David Adams, a.k.a. The Black Stig, once again. Matty Martin, a.k.a. the,
You forgot what you even said, didn't you?
fucking soothsayer of the North. The only thing as nice as the first coffee of the morning.
It's Folgers in your cup.
First of all,
Folgers.
Folgers,
Old fogies.
old fogies, is
In your cup.
the first sip of whiskey in the evening. It's nice. Check us out. Go to Tractioneering, soon to be Park Candy, and use code Night Magic for
they're
15%
changing it?
off. Yeah, they're actually going to do the top of the evening. Hello there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are having a good time, relaxing, trying to enjoy the night, even though it's not night yet.
Daytime.
Oh man, I have had this back. My lower back is in critical mode right now.
Your neck. Your
It
back.
is so bad. It's so bad. It hurts so much. I was in the theater working on some subwoofer stuff, which I've got some stuff to talk about, guys. There's some subwoofer stuff. Oh, Parts Express is fucking killing it right now, man. So,
You gotta watch yourself sometimes.
So, in the theater, working on some subwoofer stuff, I was basically turning my single 15 cabinet into a dual 15 cabinet, and bending over, picking up heavy things, moving stuff around the theater, and my back is like,
It's the purple bed, actually.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's probably it too. But my back is like, you haven't been to the gym in like 10 years, so you probably should not be doing those gym-like things without stretching or warming up. And so I was moving some stuff around, and so my back is just really sore from that. What are you saying? It's in bad shape because you're carrying the weight of all the haters. Absolutely, man. That is it. It's gotta hold on to those haters, man. That's actually what's in this is haters' tears. I don't know why it's so dark.
Because it's JUN.
Yeah, because they need to drink more water. Okay, so guys, I want to show you some shit right the F now. Guys, I'm gonna switch to screen recording with Cam. Oh, you guys like that shit? Look at that shit. Oh, we got this. That's
the
things.
What I said. The smacks of blood and piss.
Yeah, so we got like the cam only. I've been setting up stages.
Yeah, so
we got cam only. We've got screen record without cam, screen record with cam. We have Yankee with no brim. It's doing really good. But anyway, so popping over here, I want to show you guys this thing. This new hotness, brand new to Parts Express. Where is my shit? Where's my wish list? There's my wish list. Boom. Look at this thing, guys. Look at this thing. $300, guys. I can't believe it's so affordable. $300 buys you a 21-inch, not 18-inch, not 15-inch, a 21-inch 1,000-watt subwoofer. 1,000-watt subwoofer, 21 inches. I've got my project. That's it. This is the new hotness. This has to happen. I'm gonna have to work. Stop tapping the microphone. This is gonna be the new hotness, guys. Seriously, like working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell my 15s. I already sold some of one of my 18s already. I'm gonna sell my 4 15s. Are gonna get sold.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to lean and it can't be in there.
But you need to be within a certain...
I know, you're talking just there.
Okay. Look, miss, I'm gonna just freaking strike a freaking piano, a harpsichord in the middle of our show. So yes, $300 buys you a 21-inch subwoofer. So what's going to happen is I already have the ideas. I'm going to sell the 15s. I've already sold some of my subwoofers already. I'm going to sell the 15s, and I'm going to replace my 4 15s with 4 of these 21s. So the 15s will go away. I'm going to put 21s in their place. And if I like them a lot, I'm just going to replace... I'm going to replace all of my 18s with 21s as well. So I will have... Eventually we'll have 13 21-inch subwoofers. It's going to be nasty. Absolutely, positively nasty. 13 of these things in my theater. I don't even think I'll have the capability of driving them because what it's calling for is 1,000 watts at 8 ohms. Long story short, generating 1,000 watts at that high of a resistance is really difficult for an amplifier to do. So most amplifiers that say they're capable of 1,000 watts per channel, that's at like 4 ohms or 2 ohms. Pushing out 1,000 watts at 8 ohms, that's going to be quite demanding for the for the amplifier. But if I could find a happy medium, I'm thinking maybe towards the back, have 6 or 7 of the subs back there, and just do them in wall, so it would be like infinite baffle, but facing in towards our storage area. So the basket of the sub. So you have looking at this right here. This part here is the basket. So let's see. Can I click? Yeah, click for a larger image. This right here. When you look at this, where the magnet is and the actual basket looking thing, that's the basket. And then the front part here, that's the cone. So the cone would be facing in towards the theater, and the basket would be facing back into the storage area. That's if we did that. I might be able to just build really big boxes, because even like the smallest box, I think they're saying is 7.5 cubic feet, or 6.5 cubic feet for a enclosure. That's a vented enclosure. 2.5 cubic feet, that's way too small. I mean, yeah, the tuning on it's 72 hertz. There's no way. So what I would do is I would run probably 13 cubic feet at a minimum per sub, and then just freaking send it. They'll be nasty. 13 to 16 cubic feet. That's roughly 24 inches across by 48 inches tall. So, yeah, that's going to be nasty. 24, 48. So that's roughly, I think that's 16 cubic feet is 24, 48. So, it's going to be insane. Vente unos, what does that mean?
21.
21.
It actually doesn't. It's 21. 21 is it's not usually and ones. That's 20 and ones.
Guys, I'm very, very excited about that. It's obviously going to have to wait. The funds just aren't available right now, but when the funds start to roll in for a project like that, that's going to be real fun. And I'm going to wait until I can afford to buy the number of drivers that I want at a time. So I will wait until I can afford 4 of them, and then I'll buy 4, build the boxes for them, then put the I'll do 4 of them, sell the 15s, and then if I like them, go with the 18s, replace the I have 8 18s. I currently have 5 15s in my theater, but one of them is like kind of just there. But replace the 15s, the 5 15s, and then replace the 8. I have 8 18s in my theater right now. Have 13 21-inch speakers. Oh god, that would be so fun. It was gonna be so stupid nasty. Really can't wait for that. So anyway, I'm just really excited about that, and the fact that Parts Express, Dayton Audio, is actually the manufacturer. But Parts Express is just like, boop, here guys, if you guys want something to drool over, it's been a while since I've had something that I'm actually probably gonna fall asleep and like think about as I'm falling asleep for my theater. That's gonna be really cool. But anyway, that was my little tangent. Oh, he's a slut. He is very a slut. So, can we talk about your puppy visitor? I don't know what that means.
21.
Oh!
Gallic. Ikaran.
Nice. Ah, that's really good. So, can we talk about your puppy?
Hair of the bod.
Your puppy visitor?
I mean, you mean that my friend came over with her girls?
Yeah.
They played with my boys, and we did agility and all sorts of stuff. And
Right.
Vogel climbed
You're
all
gonna
over.
want to pull that in a little bit.
I don't actually.
You gotta talk. Okay, at least talking to the condenser side here. Let me adjust it. I'm gonna make some noise. Guys.
I want.
Where's your mic?
I want a handheld mic.
Why? You could take it out and handhold it. You just have to talk into it.
Yeah, but I want a handheld mic. Because then I can move.
Where would you go?
No, I can just like move. I don't have to like do this. I don't like this. It's disturbing my creativity.
Go get your blue mic.
No, it involves like standing up and everything. Yeah, so what was I saying?
You said your friend came over with her girls, played with our boys.
Yeah. Ooh. We did some agility. Bogle was rude the whole time, climbing all over her. I really need more victims so that I can teach that boy not to do things, because it's difficult for other people. Especially since he's, Bogle. Where are you going? I mean, that's really it.
Okay.
I mean...
I thought there were, like, things that were said, games that were played. Yeah.
No, I mean, I said Charlie's a shark because she goes for your hands and she has a long flippy tail.
She does. She immediately, she's like, hands, blah.
No, she uses teeths.
Oh, she's using teeth. She wasn't using teeths.
Well, I had treats. You did not have treats.
Oh, I did not have treats. You're right.
I had the teeth activators. So So, I mean, that was it. I mean, we spent time out there, and then they came inside, and you know,
That's always fun.
yeah, it was good. It was really good. We had a lot of fun, but it's not like there's a lot to talk about
Okay.
in that kind of way.
No, I feel you. So, we did have to kind of be mindful because I'm trying to kill a bunch of weeds in the backyard right now, and a lot of the. So I bought this stuff that's like the second most powerful unlicensed stuff you can buy, RM18 by I believe it was like Reeves and Massey or something like that. Anyway, it's this weed killer RM18, 18% glyphosate. And this stuff is absolutely brutal. But I will, when I write my review of it, I will absolutely call them out on saying you can simply use 3 to 6 ounces per gallon. You need at least 6 ounces per gallon. So yeah. I'm going whole hog. I'm going 12 ounces per gallon. But that significantly reduces the amount that you can use. Like, oh, this makes up to 42 gallons. I'm like, no, it makes like 12 gallons max. That's like when
anything on a dog's, any treat packet or supplement packet for dogs is like average of 30 servings. Yeah, that's if you have the smallest size of dog. If you have the largest size of dog, average of 10 servings. Yeah. It's not, yeah.
And so that's kind of like what I've been battling. But when you do step up the concentration, it's super fast. The next thing I buy will be the RM43, which is the highest concentration of glyphosate you can buy, without being without professional industrial shit. So I'm gonna buy that next. But so the 18 is for when you want to just do a quick kill, but you want to repot. So if you want to dig up the old stuff, put in new stuff, or you just want to kill everything and lay new sod down, then you would use the 18. The 43, they say 12 months, but in the fine print they say if you do not plan on replanting, so the big words are like, oh, if you plan on it's weed control for up to 12 months, but in the fine print it says if you do not plan on replanting. So the places where I would be spraying, we don't plan on replanting. So, and if we do, basically what has to happen is you have to go in and dig it up. Also, you have to measure out the circumference because with the 43, I'm guessing are we losing the connection? We're getting a healthy stream. It says our stream is healthy. I don't know what's going on. That's weird. But yeah, so with the 43, it says, I think it says 10 feet from a tree. So if you have a tree and you're anywhere near that, you got to be real careful with what you've got going on, because it'll absolutely kill a whole 40-foot, 50-foot tall tree. You gotta be careful. I'm not a huge fan of that, but we'll figure it out. I'll do some measurements. Anything that needs to be permanently taken care of like that, I'll probably just I will probably step in and just dig it out and then spray the 18 down to kill the root system of it. I need to get out there and spray the dogs area, but I would like to be able to do that. Careful, you got
what?
You got these things there.
What things?
Oh, oops, sorry. All these, they move down super easy.
I was trying to do this.
Yeah.
Wait, all your wires are in the way?
It's just the 10. There you go.
That's what I was aiming to do.
Boom.
That way we can see.
So yeah, 43% glyphosate, that's going to be absolutely nuts. But it'll take care of our issues. We have a few really, really robust and stubborn weeds that, so for the most part, the ones I spray start to die right away. But it's like 1 in 8 of them will just sit there and really hold on. Mm-hmm. And just because they either have a thick root system or because getting past all of the foliage to the root system is really tough. The ones in the dogs area are really tough because we have the landscape fabric, then the mulch, And you could spray the weed itself, and it'll absorb some of it, and it'll slowly die. But really, the idea is to get down towards the root system and just kill it from.
Syringe it.
Yeah, we can use the turkey marinator.
No, it needs to be pointier than that, but yeah.
The turkey marinator is basically a big ass syringe. It's got a sharp point and everything.
Oh yeah, that
it's
one.
terrifying.
The marinator,
yeah, it's
different.
terrifying.
Yeah.
It is properly terrifying. I'm like, man, if you want to give someone what is it, cardiopulmonary embolism? If you could just use that, just feels. I hate the thought of it.
Yeah. Not nice.
Not nice at all. Mm-hmm. Oh man, so I won't go into too much. Good lord, that's a lot more than I thought was left. We'll just act like I didn't do that.
The ball's hair.
What's that?
The ball's hair.
Yes. So I'm trying to work on getting several things done for this year. This has been such a every time I talk to one of my friends and I explain what's going on this year, they're like, "Dude, you are just taking it on the chin this year." I'm like, "This whole house is just taking it on the chin this year," and just so interesting. But that all of that said and out of the way, we still have a plan. We still have stuff that we're working on. We still have things that we're moving towards, and it'll be really good times once we get into the swing of the new stuff. I personally speaking, I had to convert to full time. I took a $15,000 pay cut to go from contract to full time, and that I don't care how much money you make, 15 grand hurts.
Yeah, I just took a 20 grand pay cut.
I'm just saying, $15,000 hurts. $20,000 is super painful, and it's like, we're losing so much money, but we'll get back into the swing of things. It just means adjusting our expenditures and reevaluating our house budget. Cutting back on a lot of the niceties, and
for a start, I'm going to stop signing up for 5Ks and just fucking do them. You'll have to make medals for me.
That's fine. I'll print them. I'll buy a 3D printer. That'll be one of my unnecessary purchases for the year. Oof. I mean, I can actually be like a normal person. I can limit myself to one unnecessary purchase per year.
Not per year. It doesn't have to be per year.
That's like talking to even my friends who make more money than I do. Listen to them. A lot of them, they have one unnecessary purchase per year.
Darling, it's 3: birthday, Christmas, and anniversary. You do, but everyone's getting stretched. Everyone's getting stretched.
COVID is not fucking around, man, and COVID is really, really striking a chord with a lot of companies. To the point we even after all the layoffs and stuff that our company is doing, we're still hurting, and we're trying to find other ways to save money because we're we're damn near in $250 million deficit that's just our company. I can't speak for anyone else's. It sucks.
To be fair, Mom, I say that, but I have one for July, one for August, one for October. Wait, no, 2 for August, and 1 for November. I don't have one for August. I don't have one for October or September. Whenever the I think Wolf stocks in August, but so is the Dog Days of Summer one.
Right.
And then I have the Wishbone in November. So September, October, and December. I'm not going to do one in December. Let's be real.
I mean, you might. December's not that cold for us.
December sucks.
So December
No,
has
you're right.
like
I'm not gonna do one in January.
yeah, no.
I'm not gonna do
January
one in January.
January and February suck. Matter of fact, the January that just passed had like 5 cold days, and then it was like in the 40s and 50s.
Cold until April.
Yeah, so yeah, it was like February we started our cold, then like middle of February all the way to the end of March was like frigid. But didn't you have a run in March?
The one that got canceled because of COVID?
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I do remember that it was very interesting. So that's not the first time I did that to you. I remember... so basically what I'm getting at is that I went down to Florida for my mom's birthday. And of course, when I went to Florida, it shat on you guys here. When I went to Vegas for a reInvent, it shat on you guys here. Matter of fact, I have a really bad track record of that. When I lived in New York with my ex-cunt, I went to Myrtle Beach for a trade show, and then that's when Hurricane Sandy hit. Winter Storm Sandy hit and buried us in like it was something like 10.5 feet of snow. I just
realized I haven't done a single in-person run this year. Because the Firkin was supposed to be the first one and it got cancelled because of COVID.
The what?
The Firkin.
The what?
The Firkin. Firkin.
Stop cussing on our show.
Firkin! And then I only just got reimbursed for the Spark Fishers 5K. They got cancelled.
Right.
But I've done one a month since March. Well, one medal since March. One medal per month since March. But I haven't done a single one. It's going to be so weird, like, running around other people in August. I know, August.
An August run in Indiana, you might as well be running in August back in Georgia.
It's probably going to be at like 8 in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still probably going to be like 80. It's probably still going to be like 80.
And if it's too hot, last time...
80 is like your limit for a run.
That is true. Well...
I mean, you'll run in hotter, but it's...
To be fair, I can run a mile in any of that. Can I run 3 of them in that? No, I will have to walk. But, you know, that's just the price I pay for not being a desert child.
Yeah.
My best run last year was on one of the, like, most miserable days. So
that's good. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was in shape and not fat, I would I was in Georgia and I'd go for my runs and it would be 80 at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Easily 80, sometimes 90. Like I wake up and I'm like, it's 91.
I still want,
and it's 8:30 in the morning.
I still want a treadmill.
A treadmill would be nice.
Because it's either going to be too cold or too hot, and sometimes you just have to...
See, for me, it's almost never too hot. It's definitely too cold. I tell you what, one of my big motivators...
Your cold is higher up than my cold is for running.
My cold... 55 is like the coolest I can run in. Below that, it starts to hurt.
I run in 30-degree weather.
I know, because you're a freaking monster.
It's natural for me. It's much more natural for me to be running in 30-degree weather. 30-degree weather, I'm all about.
So here, part of my problem is, and this is, I realize it's all in my head.
In your head, zombie. Anyway, what was that?
Part of my problem is, I don't want to be a summer athlete.
And a lot of people are summer athletes.
Because, I mean, like, when I lived in Georgia, I was able to be a year-round athlete. Yeah. On the 2 weeks out of the year when it was too cold for me to go running...
It was a rest.
I could go to the gym.
Well, you could go to the gym. Right. That's potato.
No, there was a gym in my apartment complex, I had a gym that I could just walk down to, go for a run.
You could walk up to the one that's
LA Fitness?
Yeah.
You know how expensive LA Fitness is?
I'm just saying it's there.
I'm just saying we just lost $35,000 in this household, and you want to sign up for LA Fitness? You think I still work?
I don't want to sign up for LA Fitness.
You think I still work at Dental Hero where
show
we
them
have?
The penis. It's fine.
That's true. Where
walk in, show the schlong.
So that was really cool.
Sir,
working at Dental Hero, part of their benefits package was.
Have you checked?
You had a free membership to LA Fitness.
Checked?
I think we have something with Crow. I don't know, but I don't know what they got going on. But anyway, I had that, and then I could go running. What I find here is that from like late April to November, I can work out. Like I could go for my runs. I really enjoy running. I'm weird. I enjoy running. But
hey, that's true. I said walk down to LA Fitness. I didn't say go in. Just walk.
That's true. She did.
Work out in there.
You have to listen to the details.
You also don't need to use weights to work out.
Right, but if you're working out, if you're paying for the gym, they don't just say, "Oh, all you're gonna do is hit the treadmill."
Classes. And some of us would be happy just to go in for a treadmill.
Yeah. No.
But I still think that they should tier memberships.
That would be fantastic.
And have like wristbands like at Disney where you need to thingy your wristband to activate a machine.
Right.
Or unlock a machine. So the weights machines would have those magnet locks on them that would disarm when you moved if you had access to them.
Could you imagine if you forgot to thingy it and you sit down like, all right, let's do this. And you go to that turn back.
Just poop.
It just a turn like Play-Doh playhouses out of your butthole.
Oh no!
like one of those star extruders, and it just like freaking curls back on itself out onto the bench.
Okay, honey.
Yes.
Okay, honey.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, honey.
I just think that'd be fucking hilarious. But anyway, so I get in my own head, and it literally demotivates me, like just
Sorry,
that
you
fast.
Get in your head about what? I missed that part.
This whole conversation was anybody listening to me? Someone? Anyone?
Well, I was listening to you, but I didn't get the whole which part.
Because of the cold months that hit, we get those cold months, and I legitimately do not want to go outside.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why you have all of that fucking equipment in our house.
Well, we don't have a treadmill, and I would love to have a treadmill. But I'm kind of feeling like with how you train for your 5Ks and how I like to run, we would almost need 2 treadmills.
No, because I know how to take turns. Do you know how to take turns?
I don't know. We can't hear Maddie for your shouting. That's because she doesn't get close to the microphone. You're supposed to be here.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
And I'm black. I have to be loud. It's the only way I can breathe.
You breathe and speak at the same time?
I breathe
loud. You're not breathing when...
Yes! Yeah. Buy a treadmill. We will absolutely.
Eventually, it also has to be We're not just gonna buy a treadmill because the truth is that like with the frequency at which we want to use it, and also me wanting to get the dogs involved in it, it has to be durable. We can't have one of those treadmills.
We can't just buy like a Chinese treadmill.
We can't. Well, also we can't have one of those treadmills that ends up being way more hassle in maintenance or to run than to own.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing about some of the more expensive ones as well. It's a balance. You'd really have to go to a treadmill expert and be like, look, I don't want somebody to have to come to my house every month because it needs its regular checkup. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want it to break and have to replace the belts or like.
Right, and like one of the things. So I thought about getting us a Nordic Trek because Nordic Trek. They're some of the more expensive ones, but Nordic Track they're very much hey, your credit score is above X. Mm-hmm. you 0%, and they don't have like, oh, you're not doing that great. It's 15%. It's like if they finance you, it's 0% interest. It's basically so. I thought about doing that because they have great payment plans on there, and it's not so much a we like Maddie and I couldn't save up the money to buy it. It would just be more. It's more of a convenience thing. Like we can have the instant gratification of having it without spending more money on it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like why I thought about going Nordic Track, but I mean, even Nordic Track, like if you go to Consumer Reports, even Nordic Track treadmills have their complaints.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I don't know. I can't speak for you, but I can speak for me. Basically, all I need is the ability to adjust my speed and to change my incline. That's real. I don't use workout programs.
Oh, neither do I. But they all. Why? Oh, they're stupidly fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're dumb. They're not top tier. Their Peloton right now has taken the top price. Nordic Track is really expensive, but
buy another Spaniel. I will buy another Spaniel, Dad.
Your battery's dying, by the way.
Yeah. I was just obviously it's not gonna buffer again, so as long as we're good, we're good.
You want to use my phone since my...
I mean, we were just checking for buffering. If it's not buffering, it's not buffering.
So, anywho's...
I will end up buying another Spaniel. Let's be very clear about that.
But with the treadmill thing, like I was...
But a couple of our friends have to join the choir invisible.
Wow. Cross the Rainbow Bridge.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm sorry. We're going to get into a weird tangent about pets.
Let's go.
Like,
weird tangent time. Let me adjust my microphone so I can get...
I don't like...
Let me get in here real quick.
That they call it the Rainbow Bridge for dogs.
Okay.
Well, for pets. I don't. Because you don't say that about a fucking person.
No.
So why are we making this weird bridge thing for my kids? You know?
Right.
Like, whatever you believe, I struggle with that whole concept. Yes, I'm the person that would rather believe in vampires and the ability to become immortal than heaven.
Yeah.
But...
What the hell if I put this up here?
But I just don't like... It's just... it kind of takes away from the grief as well. For me.
Oh, shit.
I just don't like it. Thoughts?
I am adjusting all the wrong shit. I'm just moving shit around. Honestly...
You hadn't put any thought into it. It's just me being weird.
Here's my problem. Is that I'm not at all a religious person.
Yes.
So, while it would be a fantastic romanticism for there to be something after our brains cease to function, what could there possibly be? Other than the possibility that there's some sort of way of conscious transference into another living being before it's born. And that makes no fucking sense.
Well, I mean...
The Indians believe in... the Hindu believe in... Hindu? Indians? Hindu? Yeah. Hindu. They believe in reincarnation.
I know.
Like, strongly.
I know.
So, I mean, yeah, that's
But sometimes
possible.
when you think you've experienced something and you haven't experienced it.
So there's this thing called false memory. And there's...
I know. I studied the brain.
I'm not...
It's when you... In fact, you can do it right now. You can make up a story with realistic qualities, and later down the line, when someone questions you about that event, you will have thought that you actually encountered it.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of... Our brains are incredibly unreliable.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's all the Mandela Effect is, which is a fantastic movie, by the way.
But I am my grandmother reincarnate. And when you have spooky shit happening that reminds you of a person that's dead that has never met this other person.
Right, but what if a lot of the stuff that people feel, not saying that this is going on, but I'm saying, like, what if a lot of the things that people feel, oh, Maddie is a reincarnation of her grandmother because she does ABC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3. What if science hasn't discovered that some of that stuff is simply genetic? And, there are recessive traits that skip a generation. Blue eyes, for example.
None of them had blue eyes.
But I'm just saying.
But I'm talking about behaviors. What behaviors are genetic?
I don't know, because I'm not a behavioralist.
You mean geneticist?
Nor am I that.
Because the behavioralist studies behavior and then comes up with reasons for it. Geneticists would be able to tell you which behaviors are tied to genes.
Right, but we discover stuff. It seems like every 5 years science goes, holy shit, we didn't know that this is actually tied to a gene, a chromosome, a DNA strand, a DNA coding.
You know why people don't believe that for, like, the fat gene?
Right.
Scientists found out that it's tied to a gene, and people think that's made up.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, what is the hormone that they can? Not cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone, but there's a hormone, a gene, a DNA sequence that they can suppress in vitro. Mm. That if you're born without that, you basically can just like. They've done it with cows, where cows come out and bulls, and they're just solid muscle, and from a very young age they just develop muscle, no fat. Well, but yeah, and like there's actually a condition in humans where human children are born with that DNA sequence or that gene suppressed, and you have 7-year-olds with freaking abs and pecs and biceps and shit. Mm-hmm. So it's just it's one of those things where personally I wonder if it's just a matter of time before scientists discover that, hey, this is something that is that. Let's say your grandmother. Let's say you're not, again, arbitrarily speaking. Let's say your grandmother was a neat freak. Your mom is like, I'm not really a neat freak. She raised you not really a neat freak, and then you grow up, but when you hit your adult age, you're a neat freak. Maybe that's something that is genetically linked, and it's just recessive to the point where it quote unquote skips a generation. I don't know. I don't pretend to know. I'm just saying these all sound in my head like possibilities. Are you just gonna scrape the microphone?
I guess because it's still in my way. I don't like it.
Hashtag neat. Well,
anyway,
Brian, if your goal was to have her be neat, I have some news that you and I need to talk about offline. I'm just gonna bring my microphone over here. I'm not gonna look at you. Stop looking at the camera. I can feel you staring at. Oh no!
Sorry, I know you're looking at me.
I'm not
he's interesting choices.
I'm not attacking anyone. That's why I use the term arbitrarily. I'm arbitrarily speaking. Only guilty ones feel like they're being attacked. Anita is super neat.
Yeah, she's really awesome.
Ow! Oh, I've got such bad.
Let's be real. None of us are neat.
No one is neat like my mom is neat.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
My mom has, she has this inability.
Forget the way to my house.
Exactly. My mom has this inability to let something dirt related or clutter or something out of place sit for more than a few seconds.
I'm sorry, none of us are. You leave trash everywhere. We're all trashy bastards.
And I wonder if that is part of it. Like, some of that is nurture over nature, right? Like, I feel that sometimes kids, when they're exposed to a certain thing in excess, they grow up to counter that excess. So, like, my mom is neat and clean to an excess. Sorry, Mom. I know you're listening. You are neat and clean to an excess.
See?
I knew it. I knew she was going to comment.
I've not... No, we're all messy bastards.
My mom, like, so this glass, if I was done drinking this and I sat this down, like, I'm going to come back to that because I'm going to want to have another drink before I go to bed. And I just sat this on a counter doing nothing. Sat it on the counter, walked away to use the restroom. When I would come back, it would be washed and in the dish rack.
That would make me paranoid as shit.
But that's my mom. My mom is a vacuum every morning, vacuum every evening person. Rearrange things because that doesn't look right. The angle of the pillow on the couch is wrong. Not OCD. The angle on the pillow is wrong. It looks out of place. It's not like the way you would see it in a magazine straightened.
What is OCD? Well, no.
Dishes in it. So when I went to go visit my mom for
obsessive compulsive lives do matter.
When I went to go visit my mom, I was reminded of that because you and I we have a system. We use our dishes at the end of the day. We wash our dishes, put them in the dish.
Uncomfortable cow death.
Nice.
Pac-Man cow death.
That's PCD. PMCD.
Uncomfortable moo coffin. Ooh woo moo.
Ooh woo moo.
His birthday is coming up.
Actually, my sister's birthday is coming up first. So.
Yeah. Well, actually.
But yes, so I got used to our system. We use our dishes throughout the day. At the end of the day, we wash our dishes, put them in the dishwasher, start the dishwasher, go to sleep. Not in my mom's house.
I would just use plastic.
In my mom's house, if you use a dish, you do not walk away from it. You use a dish, you wash it, you put it in the dishwasher. My gran
doesn't have a dishwasher. Has a continuously, and it's like burning hot, soapy basin all the time. All the time. Don't know how anytime you go up to the basin, it is like steaming hot.
She has those those things they use at like when you have picnics or something, and they have the little Bunsen burners underneath it.
Yeah. But she does. She always has a steaming hot, very soapy basin of water, and then she puts it on the drying rack, and then she dries it, and then it gets put away.
My mom's not quite to that point. My mom is definitely a. You finish your drinks glass. No! Don't just sit it in the sink. The sink should never have a dish in it. That the sink is not for collecting dishes. The sink is yes, exactly. The sink is for cleaning dishes. So take your dish, clean it. Even if all you do is rinse it out and put it in the dish rack. Clean your dish, put it in the dish rack.
Or just use plastic because our world's going to hell anyway.
And that I was day one reminded of that when I went to go visit my parents.
Yeah, I bet.
Because I went to go use it.
That house was much cleaner when you were there.
And my dad, yes, true. My dad was like, I drank something and I was still like in R mode where I drank it and I sat it in the thing. And my dad was like, "Are you gonna wash that?" He's like, your mom's not gonna want to see that when she comes in. I was like, oh, I forgot about that because I've been out of the house for a while.
It's funny that you weren't cognizant of that being in someone else's house because I'm extra paranoid when I'm in someone else's house.
It wasn't so much it was a lack of cognition towards it, but it was more of a in the mindset I was in. I hadn't seen my mom yet. So we were still thinking about the planning phase. I was working. So I had a lot of stuff on my mind all at once. Yeah. Day one, I was still very nervous at my job because I was a contractor. So I was still very nervous that they were going to be like, yeah, you're not really working. And then it was just, so I had a lot of other stuff on my mind. So my lizard brain defaulted back to just what we've developed.
Love that you don't live with anxiety.
I do not.
Because honest to God, regardless of everything else going on in my world, would be, what are the rules here? I gotta live by the rules. What are the rules?
Well, I thought
I don't even sit on like a couch until it's like I'm told that I can sit there
on that couch. Yeah,
like I don't know.
That's
I don't
kind
know
of
if your dad grandma's in that couch. Like I don't know.
Oh my god! Like that video I sent you.
Yeah. Well,
that was
I've
creepy.
Seen that. I've seen that.
That was creepy,
it's
dude.
It's just a filter.
I know it's just a filter, but it was so. I commented on that video. I said that was the guy screaming made me jump. It wasn't scary, but I wasn't expecting him to go, ah! So I was like, oh, shit. Dude, don't scream. He fucked me up. But anyway, I kind of know, like, the lay of the land of my parents' house when it comes to that kind of stuff, and that kind of stuff is defaulted. We used to have, when we lived in Douglasville, we had furniture. We had furniture for the family, and then we had furniture for guests. Furniture for guests, no one sat on until we had guests. And to the point, and that was to the point where there were a couple of times when we did sit on that couch without guests. I was like, should we be? We should be in the media room, shouldn't we? Not in the living room. The living room is for guests. But yeah, that is just one of those things. And what's funny about that is the little bit of time between getting out of the Marine Corps and moving into my own place. Because of where in Douglasville, because of where the guest bathroom was, you had to go through my room to get to the guest bathroom. Because of that, I had to keep my room in a constant state of ready, at least at the very worst, ready to be tidy, in order for people to use that bathroom. Yeah, it's just anyway, that's just tangential, but
yeah, we know his birthday's in August, but in our house it's kind of like we prepare for birthdays, and it's only realistically like feels like it's a month out.
Yeah,
because we're at the end of June.
We are at the end of June.
July's. I mean, Mormo's birthday's on the 2nd.
So we have Kelly's. We have Kelly's birthday, Mormo's birthday,
and then you,
and then me. And that's pretty much how we live by that.
Everyone else's birthdays were out the way.
After my birthday, it's my dad's birthday. Then Carissa's birthday. Well, technically, if we want to be pedantic, we could say it's Gilbert's birthday, then Megan's birthday. Then, actually, I think Megan's birthday is before Gilbert's birthday. I think Megan is late August. Lucky is 7/7. So yeah, so Mormo, Lucky. So Kelly, Mormo, Lucky, Megan, Gilbert, Carice. Do we have any other Septembers before Carice?
You cut you. You didn't say you.
I'm not important.
Well, if you're gonna do an actual order, you have to put yourself in.
Fine. Mormo, Lucky, me. Kelly, Mormo, Lucky, me. Megan, Gilbert, Carice. I don't know anybody else in October or November.
Shit, I don't know when Steve's birthday. Like, if you're adding a bunch
Steve is August. Steve, what's August? What? August. It might be on Facebook. Although he's not really on Facebook. Steve himself is not really on Facebook.
No, honestly, if my entire job was branding, I don't think I would ever have the energy to be on Facebook. It doesn't say there.
August 3rd.
So Steve's before you.
So, fuck.
Oh, your sister has double a number of friends.
Yeah, she does. But Steve has 999. That's weird. She has 666.
He has 999.
Good lord, they're made for each other. So Kelly, Mormo, Lucky, Steve, me, Carice. No, Gilbert Carice. Megan Gilbert Carice. Fuck.
But 2 of those who don't, 3 of those we don't celebrate.
Yeah. We only really celebrate Mormons.
You can try that when it comes to July 2nd.
So-
you can try that.
So, here's the thing. Guys. In my brain.
My brain.
Here are the important.
Highway.
Here are the important birthdays. 1 through 13. Because you have 1 through 10. Then 11 and 12. You're like your last non-12. You're that tweener, pre-teener.
Tweener.
Yeah, tween, pre-teen.
The fact you said tweener, though.
Yeah, tweener, preteen. And then you have 13, which is your first year as a teenager. Important. 14 and 15 don't really matter. 16 is cool because in certain states you can drive. In the States. I'm speaking specifically in America. Certain states you can drive. 18, you become... 17 doesn't fucking matter. 18, you become an adult. Boom.
But what about the movie 17 again, starring Zac Efron?
Fuck Zac Efron. I mean, I would. Anyway, so 19 is your last year in your teens. Important. 20 is your first year in your 20s. Important. 21, your legal drinking age. Important. Nothing else fucking matters until you're 25. And then that's when, like, you know, you're officially an adult and your insurance rates drop and all that cool shit happens. Nothing else matters again until you're 30. Nothing else matters again until you're 40. And then from pretty much from 25 on, only the 10s matter. And I know for you, it's different that the 5s and 10s matter. Fuck that.
Okay. You got a lot for your 35th.
I know!
So if that happened, I'll make sure your 40th is the most insignificant year of your life.
No, that doesn't matter. No, because the 10s are important.
No,
I said the 10s are important.
No, I paid it forward with the 5s.
So, like, 36, if for my 36...
Also, as Mom just said, 26 is the year when your insurance rates go down. Not 25. Hello, it's me. And 65 matters because you can retire.
I mean...
In fact...
Well, currently.
Yeah, but...
Currently, 65 is when you can retire.
Those ages are different as well between men and women, so...
Currently, 65 is what's important. By the time we reach 65, it might be 78.
I don't really...
Because Social Security is a fucking joke.
I don't really fancy retiring.
But you can't work forever. You can't. Like, even with what I do for a living...
I'm going to be a cam girl at 100.
Oh. Ugh, I don't drink enough for that. Let me drink some more.
Just brush your teeth with that.
Thought about it.
Wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy. That's exactly what I was thinking about, too. 100-year-old...
With a bottle of Jack.
Cam girl. What's fucked up is I can't turn on the screen. I've got it muted. I can click. Ah! Why'd I click that?
It's a lot, the hair, the bod.
There's a lot of hair.
When you're staring at 100-year-old, what can I say except what the fuck?
The internet is so fucking wrong!
The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn.
Sorry, Kate.
Now that's in your history. Porn. Cause you didn't even fucking hide that
I didn't even go incognito.
You were like 100-year-old porn.
My FBI agent is like, what the actual fuck? Oh no. Oh no. Because YouTube has strict guidances around that
Around
stuff.
porn?
Around porn.
Around clear penetration, not just nudity?
Not just nudity, like penis.
Like, not just some titties, but all the titties?
Virginia.
Virginia. The whole state of Virginia.
The whole state of Virginia.
Wow.
Woo! That's something I can never think about for the rest of my life and be completely... I could have not clicked on that and felt like I led a complete life.
Yeah, well.
I led a complete life.
Here we are.
Here we are. You know, like the phrase, I've seen everything, and people are like, oh, well, have you ever seen an ant eat its own head? Yes!
You know what? I don't boast that I've seen everything, because I don't want to see everything. I don't want to see most things.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I mean?
It's not really my style to want to see things.
I don't really want to see, like, I mean, fuck 100. I don't want to see, like, 70.
70 titties?
No, 70-year-old titties. I don't want to see, honestly, I don't want to see 60-year-old titties.
All right.
And I realize that that's myopic. I don't want to see them.
Myopic.
Yeah. Very narrow scope.
Yeah. I thought you were about to say misogynistic.
No. Like 55,
You know what,
59
B?
if she stays in shape.
You know what, B? You don't need to be attracted to these bodies. But it's not fair for you to make them seem like they're disgusting. You just stop digging the hole. As a TikToker once said, women have sex with who they want, men have sex with who they can.
So in the gay community, a very popular phrase is,
Oh yeah?
women need a reason, men just need a place.
Yeah. Wow.
I need to forget that. I need to forget all of that.
You know, I'm just gonna casually remind you in the car as well, because I know you're listening.
Oh no!
Hey, remember that time that you Googled and clicked on 100-year-old porn? Do you remember that? And it's not. You're not gonna be expecting it.
That's centenarian.
Unlike you.
That's centenarian, right?
Yes.
Or is it octogenarian? Octogenarian.
Oct is 8.
Ooh, I fuck.
Centenarian.
Centenarian.
Scented genarians. Anyway, unlike you, I remember things. I remember.
No.
Centenarian. It's not centenarian.
It's octogenarian, I believe.
Probably. Yes.
Yes, it is octogenarian.
Anyway. Bodies are beautiful. Well, actually, I think everyone's disgusting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do.
I personally think everyone's fucking awful. Like,
all people suck.
all people are gross. I don't really care who you are. We have veins, that's gross.
Veins are gross.
Organs are gross. Vaginas and penises are gross. The thought of surgery is gross. Nipples are fucking horrible.
Nipples.
Hate nipples. Hate everything about them.
Yeah, I hate nipples.
Eyes are gross. Because earlier, okay, I'm wearing like 4 fucking layers of clothes.
Right.
And earlier, because I was the right amount of cold, I could see my nipples through 4 layers of clothes. I hate nipples. Hate them.
But you actually could use them.
For what?
Feeding offspring.
What offspring? I don't want the offspring to be attached to my titties.
What if nipples only developed when you had offspring?
Oof, I don't like that either.
So like you just had like,
you know what?
fucking like Barbie titties.
Do you know what?
Until you had a kid, and then it was like.
You've clearly. Some Barbies do have a braille little nub on each of their.
Braille.
like,
Girl.
you know what I'm talking
Little
about?
nub.
Like, literally the size of like a braille dot.
Yeah.
I will have to tell you this. I could not fathom the thought of that. And this is how I know that I couldn't deal with that.
I can't forget about the fucking...
Because when I grew... When I went...
Surprise, alcohol niggas!
When I went through puberty and grew pubic hair, all of a sudden, that thought of, like... That change was enough to make me spiral for a bit of time.
Oh, no.
I know!
Oh, no.
And that's hair!
Hair, you know what's... Stop!
Clank!
You know what's weird about hair?
Everything. Why does it still grow in your ass? Sorry.
Just slam shit,
I just put my phone down. Why does hair grow up someone's ass today? What are you protecting against?
I think hair grows on your ass so that when you curl up into a Sonic the Hedgehog ball,
It's consistent.
You can get traction.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Ear hair. Nose
Ear
hair.
I don't know why we get ear hair and nose. Well,
Why don't
nose hair.
women-
Nose hair is
Oh,
biological.
yeah. Fine.
Ear hair makes no sense.
Ear hair makes no sense. Hair on women makes no sense. I mean, I know...
Do women get butt hair?
Yes, darling.
Because I know I get butt hair.
Yes.
Like, I literally look like Knuckles the Echidna down there.
Wait, between around or on?
No, like, in the crack, around the butt cheeks, up the hips, up my back.
Well,
It's still butt hair.
No.
It's not back hair.
No.
It's butt hair up my back.
Not as often. I think everyone has crack hair.
That sounds... that sounds like you're a user, and because you use
crack hair, like crack teeth.
Yes, because you have hair growing down
Hair
there.
is awful. And then whatever genetics
Canadian rye whiskey, guys.
decided to make it to where not only will I have body hair, but when I try and remove it, I'll bleed.
Oh no!
I bleed.
Oh no!
And the lasers are too
So at least the lasers work on your complexion.
No.
They don't?
I am dangerous. There is normal skin tones between, you can get to a level of darkness. A level. And then if once you're too dark, you can't
Lasers
use
don't
it.
work on my skin tone.
I know. I mean, like, a white girl with a tan
Yeah.
is your darkest you can be for lasers.
Like your friend Lauren.
Yes. White girl with a tan can use lasers. Girl as white as me is a risk for lasers. Can get cancer from lasers.
Oh, yes. No, see, what it does to us, for black people, it burns your skin.
Yeah, I know. Because the amount of pressure that they have, it doesn't work. I know, because I know, there's...
Now, there are laser places that I've called, and I've gone in, and I've talked to them. What is the place in
They're desperate,
Atlanta?
though.
And I would talk to them, and they were like, we can absolutely laser your skin. And they're like, there may be some slight discomfort because of the intensity of the laser, but we can absolutely... I'm like, Honestly, I would love if I could laser.
I had one of those things that was a laser, but one, it was really awkward to do. Two, the laser was literally this. So you had to
Yeah.
That is, do you want to know how long that takes?
I was ex-cunt used to get a laser, and it was like that. And it'd be like, the beam was literally that wide, and they go, beep, 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 beep. And I would drop her there, drop her off at noon, and come back and get her at 1600.
Yeah. If they're doing it that way, definitely.
I'm like, 4 hours. And all she did was her girl bits.
Yeah. I would want my legs. Done.
I would love
Of the things.
I've often thought about getting like freaking like chemotherapy just so all my hair would fall out.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
Oh my god! Leave! What the fuck?
Okay, bye.
Oh my god!
Oof. Big oof. Oof size equals large. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person. You look super concerned right now.
Good. I'm glad my face matches my emotions.
I'm
glad you can recognize the face and the emotion.
I need to say fail.
Ooh, I would like a public apology on behalf of...
No, if the comment section on the re-upload of this video gets more than 20 people going, that was a big oof.
No, you should just do it because your girlfriend with a better moral compass tells you to. Because yikes, my dear. I'm very concerned.
About what? My humorous darkness? We already knew I had a dark sense of humor.
Is that humor?
So, I tell you what a dark sense of humor is.
Someone that likes morbid jokes.
So someone posted a picture.
I saw. You are a nasty person.
Which one are you talking about? The 1,000 meters? Did you see the 1,000 meters comment I made?
No.
Okay, so someone said,
So you're talking about the coffin dance.
No. So someone made a post. Anyway, dark sense of humor. And I laughed because I have a dark sense of humor. Okay. But a lot of his friends, a decent number of his friends unfriended him because he made a dark joke. And I'm like, that's fucking shitty. You wouldn't unfriend somebody because he made a dark humor. Don't comment on it. If you don't like the humor, there's a little 3-dot thing. Click on that. Go down to hide post. You won't see it again. Facebook is good for that. Anyway, one of his friends made a comment saying something about like when you're babysitting, like when you have kids or something like that, and it's like the image said "fuck them kids," like go out and have fun anyway.
Yeah.
Like just leave your kids at home. Yeah. Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
And anyway, so the image said "fuck them kids," and I said I tried that once. Now I'm not allowed within 1,000 meters of a school. That's dark humor. And people laughed at it. I was like, cool. People get my sense of humor without being offended. So that's my...
You're right. Fucking kid jokes when it's not an issue surrounding you, fine. But to completely say, you wish you went through chemo. You wish you went through one of the most painful fucking things.
I actually, one of my former friends went through chemo. Mm-hmm. Daniel went through chemo because he had testicular cancer. Mm-hmm. And then they actually wound up just removing the bolus. Mm-hmm. One of his Bali boys. Because he went through chemo and he was like, this sucks. Just fucking take it out.
Yeah.
And they explained to him the risks
really...
and the... What? So the problem with cancer. I'm a fucked up person.
The problem with cancer.
So the problem with
unless
cancer,
your answer right now is going to be cancer.
Everything. Unless the next word out of your mouth is everything. Stop talking. Is that it spreads like ridiculous.
And more than it spreading ridiculously, sometimes you just need one cell for it to spread. You can remove your testicles and still get testicular cancer.
Yeah, you get that cancer cell spreads and multiplies. A lot of times, if they catch it in time, the cells that did spread get fought by your white blood cells, killed, and you're good.
Yes.
However, that doesn't always happen. I actually watched a toxicology thing.
And there are still several cancers in which they're so hard to detect until they've already
got to the point where they're like, you have 5 months to live. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, that darkness.
Super sad, super cute.
Yeah, super cute. I was trying to crack a joke, and you made it serious.
Wishing that you could get chemo to laser off your hair.
I didn't wish. I said I should have. I was like, maybe I should just. I'm just saying.
Gross and horrible, and yeah, that's not.
Didn't watch. Don't care.
Yeah. Dark jokes can be really funny, but do you know what goes around a dark joke?
What's that?
Proper timing in place.
No, I thought my timing was actually okay. Look.
No, sorry. It takes timing and place, not just timing.
See, you always throw these freaking weird little freaking caveats and addendums into shit.
Yeah, I may suck at being out in public and talking to people about regular things, but sure as shit, no one has yet told me that I made an improper joke.
That's because you just don't make jokes.
I make tons of jokes.
Yeah, on the radio show.
I make tons of jokes. They're all puns. And everyone gives me the obligatory, and then we go about our day, and I'm super chuffed for the rest of the day. Puns are appropriate.
Look, we haven't lost a viewer yet. I'm just saying, no one has said, fuck these people.
Okay, well, 3 of them are related to us, and one of them is your friend, so...
Who already knows my sense of humor.
Yeah, you kind of both...
Like, I would wash his balls for him if he couldn't.
That's nice. With or without testicular cancer, I just don't know
if he had testicular cancer, I would not let his testicular cancer get in the way of me washing his balls.
It probably would, though, because that'd be very painful.
He would have to hold still.
He would.
I'd like, bro, you gotta suck this up, man.
He would have to hold still.
Dude, just freaking man up.
He would have to hold
Bite this spoon.
Bite this spoon.
Bite the wooden spoon. And just fucking deal with the pain, bro, while I wash your balls.
See, people...
Because you got fucking...
See that whole biting down thing?
Fromunda going on here.
I just think I would hurt your
Smells like a belly button under your nutsack. Don't ask me how I know what it smells like under your nutsack.
Okay. You're not funny.
No, I am funny.
Stop.
You're just like, Frumunda's not funny.
I would just love to have like an ounce of your ego to where someone who genuinely loves and cares for you can tell you that your joke isn't funny. But you'll cling on to that one person on Reddit that like laughed and upvoted your joke.
Yes!
To qualify that you are funny.
I'm funny. Fuck you.
Okay. you and the rest of the internet trolls.
I am not a troll.
Survey says otherwise.
Oh my fucking god. I do not troll people. I merely bring up things that may...
Insight.
I bring up things...
Start fires.
That are true. In a way that may or may not be considered poking fun at. Like, hey, you do this. Here's the thing. Poke.
Remember when poking was a thing on Facebook?
Ooh, yes. I still have screenshots from that. Matter of fact, I get reminded constantly of all the times I've poked people like 50 times.
I never do. I don't think I'm friends with any of the people I poke.
I have a friend, Justin Marble, and I must have poked him like freaking like 50-something times. Matter of fact, we had like a competition, like any unresolved pokes.
I had a friend that we poked each other so much that Facebook disabled poking for us, so we had to comment on each other's Facebook page poke. That's how serious we took poking.
That's funny.
Facebook
never disabled our pokes, but we definitely... Facebook was like, you know what it probably was? So my buddy Justin is gay. So they were probably like, ooh, if we disable that, they might be... what if... Yeah, we don't want to do
signs.
That. Yeah, we don't want to be... We don't want it to be a hate crime to disable their poking.
This is as close as they'll get.
This is close because he has a girlfriend. He's obviously in the closet.
Well, I don't think that's for you to decide.
I am definitely not in the closet.
I don't think it's for you to decide if someone else is.
Oh no, Justin's definitely not in the closet. He has definitely been like, I'm gay. I like men. Like,
I thought you just said he has a girlfriend.
Like one here, one here, one here.
I thought you said he
No.
has a girlfriend. You were talking about you.
I was
but you
talking
didn't
about me.
clarify.
Sorry,
that.
I apologize. One here, one here, one here.
We weren't.
He is gay.
Yeah.
I am not gay. At least not as far as I know. Maybe it's like a sausage. You don't even need to put anything on it. You just put it in your mouth and go. I don't know.
I could really go for a sausage roll. I could. That's like all I've been thinking about. I really could. Oh, but if I could make a turkey sausage roll. Or a chicken sausage roll.
We've bought some nice chicken sausage. You know what would be really cool is to take the croissants and slice it and put your chicken sausage.
Do you know what a sausage roll is?
No. Explain. What? Why is this Kansas, but this is not Arkansas?
Explain. Because you basically just described a sausage roll.
Boom! I just described a motherfucking sausage roll.
It's the same pastry that you basically make croissants out of, but with the sausage in the middle. But it's baked together. It's pastry.
Baked to fucking together. It's fucking pastry.
No, it's not quite the same as.
It's not quite the fucking same.
All right. Stop. Okay. It is pastry with breakfast sausage meat in the middle, and it's beautiful.
You have the meat in the middle.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But yeah, that'd be really good for the croissant.
It would be. I know it would be. My mom used to make these, like, fucking breakfast things that were basically puff pastry, folded over eggs and sausage, and she would make those. And I remember we started bringing those to school. My sister and I, my older sister and I, we started bringing those to school and eating them, and kids were like, "We want those," especially with me being in the band. People,
you were a cool kid. I know.
Americans know that in the South, band is as important as sports. In the North, not so much. So being in band,
that's show choir.
Nice.
I'm serious. In the North, it's show choir.
So in the South, when you're in band, you basically have the same influence as any footballer or freaking anyone.
I know, you were popular. You don't have to keep rubbing it in there. You're a popular kid, okay?
I don't think I was. But anyway.
You were.
So my mom would make these things, and we would bring them to school, and then kids were like, I want that. So my mom would literally make dozens upon dozens of these things, and we would sell them for like 50 cents to $1.
Wow.
And kids would absolutely buy them.
That's funny. People are weird.
Little entrepreneurial shit.
People are weird in the UK. They won't touch home-baked shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, homemade shit. So, I like chili. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge fan of chili. It's a food group to me. I have yet to have a chili from a restaurant that's as good as Maddie's chili. Just like I have yet to have a pancake. Like, even like going to Best Bet. Best Bet has really good pancakes. But they don't touch Maddie's pancakes.
Oh.
I like homemade shit, man. It's really good.
Yeah, people won't touch it in the UK. Like, if I went to school with homemade stuff, they'd be like, what?
Dude, but that's funny because in America, that's a selling point. Homemade things
Homemade is like, what germs does it have on it?
Yeah, no, homemade. I have to be careful when I say homemade because it just sounds like homemade. It's made by a hoe. And, stuff that's made, like, from the house and, like, from scratch with all that, like, freaking everything is made, like, nothing pre-prepared. Oh,
asked my mum if she still had the powdered sugar because I was gonna do your pancakes with the powdered
Oh, that'd be so fantastic.
I'm gonna try it.
I really think that'd be her pancakes with like powdered sugar over them. You wouldn't need anything. Maybe butter to just get that savory saltiness going on. But man,
Well, we don't have salted butter.
that powdered. Oh, that'd
We
be
don't
so
have
good.
salted butter.
It'd be such a
Yeah.
treat.
Yeah, we don't have salted butter though.
You don't need salted butter.
We don't need salt.
So we have that Irish butter,
Kerrygold.
Kerrygold,
Kerry. Gold.
Kerrygold, and it's really good. It doesn't
Yes.
need salt.
I know. We don't need salt.
Butter in and of itself is a salty thing, though.
No, it's not.
It's buttery, but buttery in its savoriness has saltiness.
Only if you add salt.
Oh my fucking god! I'm gonna fight
Unsalted butter exists for a fucking reason.
you. I'm gonna fight you. Yes,
I'm gonna
for
get
people.
you margarine.
Oh, please don't.
Actually, I thought about it early. I was at Kroger, and they had no, it wasn't. I was at Walmart, and they had duck fat in a jar,
That sounds really good.
like a full thing of duck fat.
That sounds actually really good.
But they also, in the same aisle, had like a section dedicated to butter alternatives. The margarines and the lard and the... they literally
nice.
had lard. Yeah.
Lard is one of those things that, like, that's like what my grandma used to cook everything in. Did I tell you that my grandma would collect the fat from every meat she would cook into a mug? And she
I'm
would
trying not to throw up, honestly.
and she would cook.
Shite.
Oh shit! And she would cook with that, and then when she was done, she'd pour it back into the mug, so it had beef, pork, chicken, fish, everything, drippings, absolutely. And her food was amazing because she wouldn't cook with butter. She wouldn't cook with vegetable oil. She didn't cook with freaking soybean shit or sesame fucking oil or whatever.
You're saying that like it's bad, but some of us don't like the taste of fat.
She would bacon, beef, like
Yeah.
steaks, anything that had runoff. She would just she'd drain the water content out to where it's just the oil, and then pour it into that mug.
Completely understand. Some of us don't like fat. Some of us don't like the taste of fat. Some of us don't like what fat adds.
Guy, I'm telling you.
Guy, I'm telling you back. I don't like the taste.
McDonald's fries were a lot better when they cooked
I
their fries
understand.
in beef.
I
beef
understand,
fat.
but they also weren't vegetarian at that point.
No,
and you
fuck
should just be able to eat.
vegetarians. Like, actually fuck vegetarians. Like, if the person's a vegetarian, have sex with them.
She also had several strokes, not good for you. Cooking with fat is one thing.
Where did I get my dark humor from?
That's not dark humor, that's true.
But she's bringing levity to it. That is levity for my mom. That's not her being like, oh, but she also had several strokes. It's not good. That's her saying, she also had several strokes, guy. Come on.
Yeah, but your talk about,
The 1,000.
cancer treatment.
What about the 1,000-meter thing? You're focusing on the cancer thing. What about the pedophilia that I just referenced, like in that joke that I made on my... She's trying to talk you down. Exactly. I'm just saying. Anyway, continue. Beef mix. You said some people don't like the taste of it.
It's disgusting. Also, I should be able to go get some fries and not have to worry that cows were involved in fries.
The cows aren't involved in the fries. The cows were involved in the burgers and like the chili.
Yes, but part of the cow.
The runoff from all of that is used to make delicious French fries.
No.
McDonald's French fries taste
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Not loving it.
McDonald's fries tasted so much better when they...
You know what? I don't even think I remember that. I don't think I was alive for that.
Because you were born in 1995.
Yeah, I know. Don't wear it out.
By the time you got old enough...
By the way, it's 10. Okay, goodbye.
Wow.
Beef sucks.
Beef does not
I
suck.
have a beef with you.
No, you don't.
Beef. Ah! Fucking touch me with your Ren and Stimpy bullshit!
This is not Ren and Stimpy.
I know.
This is Rocco's Modern Life.
I thought it was Modern World.
Rocco's Modern Life.
It's life.
Rocco's Modern Life. All right, let's play some outro music, guys. Let me oops, where is my mouse cursor? There it is.
Dark humor is fine, but in moderation.
Understood. That makes sense. I will agree with that.
Context.
I think
And another thing.
sometimes
the
ability to detect when someone is making a dark humor reference plays a lot into whether or not a dark humor joke is funny.
I think sometimes, even though I recognize that for you it's all humor, it's not necessarily appropriate humor. Jokes work in the right time and space.
I get that.
So, if it was...
There's a distance between us.
If we were talking about an attractive guy who survived cancer and talked about how he got all of the ladies during his chemotherapy time, you could say, oh man, I almost wish I had chemo just to get, you know what I mean? Like, that would be more appropriate than...
That sounds
I wish I could remove my hair with chemotherapy. I'm actually genuinely considering it.
That sounds like the joke, like, what's the difference between sexual harassment and flirting? Whether or not you're attractive. If I, like, when I was at Wyndham, we legitimately asked that question to our VP. And our VP said whether or not you're attractive. And he joked, he said, if Dave is sitting there saying something to a girl, she's probably going to take it as flirting. But if Tim makes a joke, probably going to be kind of creepy and considered sexual harassment. It was a joke, but there was some truth to it.
There's truth to every joke.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Night Magic, David Adams, a.k.a. The Black Sick, Maddie Martin, a.k.a. The Scottish Bulldog. We're, we are past our 10 p.m. 2200 curfew.
I need to go make a snack!
Me too. I'm actually hungry again, and I need to pee.
Ravioli, give me the formuoli.
So we are gonna head out of here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to,
My friend lost 25 pounds during COVID for a minute. I was like, wait, you mean they lost 25 pounds from having COVID?
the Scottish Unicorn, a.k.a. the Scottish Unicorn.
I'm not gonna lie, there are times when I see an anorexic person and think, man.
That would be nice.
I mean, I feel ya. There's that was Insatiable's whole premise. She got her mouth wired shut for like a month because to help her mouth heal or something, and she was like skinny and beautiful. Oh yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, we'll see you guys again next Tuesday. That many.